Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the garage, welcome to okay weather day here in Pennsylvania. It's a little damp and wet out, as you guys, well, you guys can't see, but anyway, you can see the driveway's all wet. But temperature wise, getting that nice spring weather, so definitely able to work outside a little more, which is very nice. We're not, you know, kind of bundling up with the cold winter weather and all that. But anyway, on to our project today. So as you guys saw, we put our On3 performance intercooler in the front of the engine bay here, looking good, looking stout. So anyway, we have to run piping to that. But if you peek over on the other side of the engine, we actually already have one pipe pretty well fabbed up. And our exhaust, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the exhaust. Trust me, I'm not going to try and put it at the tire like that. I put it on, but I wanted to make sure this piping would fit. So, you know, with the hood not having a hole, I had to rotate it down. Anyway, got the piping on the passenger side, the hot side piping kind of mocked up. With our clamp, we have this nice big elbow. I had gotten 3 of these originally just so we'd have a spare, but I was definitely thinking that this was going to be too large of a radius, you know, to work for our application. I thought we were going to need something much tighter like these pie cuts. But anyhow, I was able to use both and it's looking pretty good. I mean, coming right out of the turbo and pretty much a straight shot in the intercooler, 2 90-degree bends. And we have our turbo clocked a little further away from the oil filter housing. When I was originally looking at this with the pie cuts, I was thinking, you know, I was going to have this thing all jammed up in here. But I think I like what we got here. The hood does close. We have clearance to our support bar. Everything is looking good right there. So onto the driver's side, basically I want to mimic what we did here. The only real difference being that we have to have this 4 to 3.5 inch reducer. This one is actually stainless. I ordered it, didn't realize it was stainless. Everything else is just aluminized exhaust piping, so we're going to be doing that. Eventually I would love to have aluminum for this, just for the look and wow factor, you know, polish it all up. But then again, I want to powder coat it. So anyway, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do there. I've been back and forth, but this aluminized tubing, once you clean it off, it's just mild steel. We can weld it here in the garage, which makes life a whole lot simpler because I do not have an AC welding machine to do aluminum here in the garage. So that being said, we have to come out of our beautiful fleece intake manifold, this ginormous, beautiful piece of billet. And then basically I want a 90 out of that and then 90 into our intercooler. So we'll get that all mocked up. Hopefully it goes as well as that did. I don't know if we're going to use pie cuts or we're going to use that aluminized elbow. We're just going to see what works. I'm going to leave the front clip on for now. I'd rather not take it off again. Anyhow. But if we, you know, get to where it's a pain to get to, we can just always remove that, which is a fantastic feature of this whole setup we've done. We can tilt it out of the way, get huge amounts of access, or it's easy enough with my stool to just kind of lay it down on that and take off, you know, by myself. At the track, definitely we'll have Bob or somebody helping us remove it if we need to take it off. But yeah, so that's a game plan. Make some more piping like this, and yeah. I love how that turned out. Just simple, easy, 290 degrees, and we're good to go. So it also, you know, firms up our intercooler mount quite a bit. Not that it was shaky before. I think it was fine. With how we had it, we probably could have gone with those Van Gen clamps that Vibrant has, but these clamps from Race Ace Parts is working fine. So anyway, enough rambling. Let's get to building our other side pipe. So pretty much the opposite of the passenger side we did on the driver's side. The only difference is we used a set of pie cuts to make our 90-degree bend. But yeah, everything's looking good. Just coming 90 out of the fleece intake. I don't know if you call it an intake horn, intake manifold, into our reducer, straight shot of like 15 inches into our pie cuts. Everything's looking good. So I'm gonna pull this stuff off and we'll get it all welded up, which will probably take me the rest of the day, and I'll get back with you guys after that. So guys, it is the following day. As you can see, it is nice, bright, sunny, warm out. Everything is grand. And we got our intercooler piping all welded up. So got all our pie cuts and all welded on this side, our reducer, our 90, all our flanges. Everything is fully welded. So we can get our intercooler piping on the truck. Should be the last time it's on the truck or should be the last time we have to take it off for a little while. Hopefully we will have to put a blow off valve for it on the one side, but we'll get this installed with our O-rings and all that, and that'll be just another job done on the race truck. So let's get this intercooler piping in. I can't wait to see it. So our intercooler piping is in and it's looking good. I'm very glad we ended up putting the intercooler this way. If you guys remember, originally I wanted it up, but our intercooler piping is perfect. I like how it is. You know, coming down at an angle, it's just real simple. 290s. We got a 4 to 3.5 inch reducer. You know, big 90 here going right into our Garrett turbo. Oh man, it just looks great. So with these clamps, this Race Ace Parts clamps, they actually supplied you with 2 nuts. This is a locking type nut. The one I had on it when we were doing all the setup was a non-locking nut. They supply you with both, so it just makes you know setting this thing up for fabrication a lot easier. But yeah, very happy with how everything turned out. I did loosen the intercooler up because I couldn't get this flange exactly right. Well, when I was tightening up the rear flange on our fleece intake manifold here, when I was tightening it up, I was actually looking in here and I could see the O-ring. So I didn't have it fully seated here, you know, correctly before I went to do this. So I might not have needed to loosen the intercooler, but yeah, I'm digging how that turned out. It's just so simple, easy, clean. It just worked out beautifully. You know, 90 there, you know, pie cut 90, 90 here, pie cut 90, just turned out great. Loving the look of it. We will probably be throwing our blow-off valve on here as well. Our Turbo Smart blow-off valve, will probably be throwing that in here close to the turbo at some point. It's not a necessity right now. But yeah, everything is kind of coming together. So, and if anybody here has been eagle-eyed through this, yeah, we got a little something going on down here, if you guys can see that. So all the explanation for that will be in the next video. Kind of doing things a little back and forth here because I wanted to make sure you guys had all the information in regards to that when we go to do that. So needless to say, we're going to be playing with that a little bit more tonight, but you guys are going to have to wait until the next video to check that out. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys are digging the intercooler piping. I sure am. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Get out in your garage, get the wrenching on your truck.